Being able to say what you want or what you want to do is quite useful, and you are about to learn how to do just that in Japanese, of course. Now, in this episode of the Japan 1-Year App Challenge, I will be sharing some key insights that I learned from the Wishes section within the app Lingodeer. I will also be bringing in a native Japanese speaker to demonstrate some more challenging phrases from this section, allowing you to pick up a few extra tips that go far beyond what this student in training is capable of explaining. After watching this video, you're going to be fully prepared to go out and state whatever you would like or like to do in Japanese. So let's hurry up and begin by covering the first key phrase from this section and how you can use it. How to state what you want to do. Yakimo wo tabetai desu. I want to eat yakimo. Yakimo being a deliciously cooked sweet potato, wo particle marking this object to be affected by the verb at the end of this sentence. Tabetai desu is the verb to eat in the form of stating a want, meaning to want to eat. The main part of this phrase to focus on is the form of the verb. By adding taidesu to the end of a verb, this automatically states the action as something you want to do, rather than just the regular must form, which just states the action itself. For example, if this verb was tabemasu, meaning to eat, this phrase would mean to eat yakimo. But by replacing must with taidesu, it now means to want to eat yakimo. From what I had learned in this section of the app, Taidesu is always added to a verb from its must form. So any action that you wish to do, just state the verb in its must form and replace must with Taidesu, and you're good to go. Now, to fully utilize this new knowledge, you will want to get familiar with using all forms of want, which includes Taidesu, want to do; Takunaidesu, not want to do; Takattadesu, wanted to do; Takunakattadesu, did not want to do. Again, to use any of these forms, just swap out must with whatever version you need to properly state your want. Now, in case I lost you there when mentioning verbs and must, no worries. Those will be all covered in the future. For now, just simply enjoy the fact that you can go out and state what you want, regardless of having mastered verbs yet. And with that said, it's now time to move on to phrase 2, where we will learn how to state something we want, such as yakimo ga hoshiidesu. I want yakimo. The structure of a phrase that states something you want is quite simple. First, state the object you want, follow it with the ga particle, marking it as the object of focus, then end the phrase with to want, which in this case is Hoshiidesu. Notice how this is different than our previous example, Taidesu. Now, the reason for this is simply that Taidesu means to want to do. Hoshiidesu, as used here, means to want an object. Now, in order to properly practice stating what you want, it's important to know that Hoshiidesu also comes in various forms that also change up the meaning, such as Hoshiidesu, to want; Hoshikunaidesu, to not want; Hoshikattadesu, wanted; Hoshikunakattadesu, did not want. Now, forgive me if my pronunciations were not on par at this point. I'm still practicing this stuff. But lucky for us, at least this phrase has no complicated verb modifications. Just simply use any of the following forms of a want with whatever suits your statement best, such as Hoshikattadesu, I wanted yakimo. Easy as that. So those are the 2 key concepts that I had learned from studying the Wishes section of the Lingodeer app. Now, as you can see, these phrases are quite simple, yet quite powerful, which is exactly why I wanted to share them with you. Now, I think it's time that we get a real Japanese speaker in here to help us take these concepts one step further. So, ready for the bonus round? Take it away, Chisa-chan.
So this phrase here, 美味しい食べ物が欲しいです。Meaning, as it says, I want delicious food. But lots of people, well, like lots of you already know, Japanese tends to omit subject. And in this sentence, it's exactly the same. I is omitted. So that's why there's no I. And then it just starts with the 美味しい食べ物, which is an object in this grammar. 美味しい means delicious. 食べ物 means food. And ga is ga particle to mark the object. and Hoshiidesu. So Hoshii meaning to want in English, but in Japanese, I think Hoshi is more like adjective. So like it's not used as a verb in Japanese and then more like adjective. You can just keep it in mind. Same as the word tanoshii, meaning to enjoy, but tanoshii isn't a verb, like kind of more like used as adjective in Japanese. And that's why the sentence ender is coming right after, because like if hoshi was a verb, then like, yeah, mashita or must sentence ender should come after the word. Nani mo hoshikunaidesu. Nani, as you know, nani means what, and then mo is a mo particle is used in a lot of different ways, such as like kind of to mean like as well or to show two statements have like kind of very similar quality. For example, I am Japanese and you are Japanese too. So to say that in Japanese, 私は日本人です。あなたも日本人です。In this sentence, mo particle is used in a totally different way. So like mo particle emphasizes like the statement, I want nothing. Right? Like in English, like maybe like you could also say I don't want anything instead of I want nothing. But then like when you say like I want nothing, it might sound kind of a little stronger, I guess, maybe. So like more tends to emphasize the negative statement. So in this sentence, 何も欲しくないです。I don't want anything. So it's just more like I want nothing. That things. And then 欲しくないです. So you wouldn't say 欲しいないです. Because like 欲しい, you need to change the form of a word 欲しい in order to make it negative. 山に登りたくないです。山に登りたくないです means I don't want to climb the mountains, as you can read underneath the Japanese sentence. But so 山 is a mountain and the ni is a particle. Yeah, ni particle kind of takes the role to indicate the location the action is making toward. So 山に登りたくないです. So 登る is to climb, and then the action that this action to climb is actually happening toward mountain. So that's why ni particle is there. Anyway, so like 登りたく taku means to want, but nai comes right after. So I think taku nai together they mean not to want. So that meaning I don't want to climb the mountain. Ta-da!
Now, if you'd like to continue learning Japanese by using the best apps with insights like this, or by watching Japanese speakers play while sharing insights, I suggest that you subscribe to this channel so you won't miss out on any of those future videos. Also, if you'd like to see Chisa play through an entire round of this section of Lingodeer, then see the link below to check that video out. Now, if you happen to find the tips from this video helpful, we would greatly appreciate it if you would like this video, share this series, or leave us a comment or question below so we can continue to help you out. Arigatou gozaimasu for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
ありがとうございました。